recently dropped the mixtape where I took Juelz Santana freestyles. I used the split stem feature in Koala to make acapellas out of them, and then I made my own beats around them. 20 years ago, Juelz Santana for me was seen as like the best rapper alive, and I felt like he never really got his proper due. So let's open up these project files and let's see how I kind of put it all together, just track by track. Here's track 1.
You know, messing with the gangsters, riders, y'all messing with some gangsters, riders, 9/11 survivors, y'all still want beef, then holler. You think you bout to get your piece and holler, squeeze the piece when I think it's problems, do you follow? Young Muhammad Atta, no plane lessons, cocaine lessons, the supply to town.
All right, let's bring this from the top. Here's the vocal track.
Whoa, messing with the gangsters, riders.
Now, the results of split stem can be like hit or miss, but I think Koala did a great job of making this sound very clean, getting rid of most of the background audio. I still have a shaker somewhere playing loose. Looking at the project, it's kind of a mess. What are all these other random sequences?
Whoa.
Let's take a look at the chops.
You know how much, you know how much, you know how much, you know how much.
If you can get the whole track to swing just off of the samples alone without even adding drums, probably are going to have a nice kind of groove to your track. The drum pattern here. Maybe this is just me, but I'll like use the mixer, but I'll also use the old effects, which is how I used to kind of mix and master my tracks. So here I also have a bit of filter, a bit of reverb, and the compressor turned all the way up. So there's like a multi-stage kind of compression happening all over this track.
You know, messing with the gangsters, riders,
You're gonna hear that all throughout the tape. It's my tag, it's my original producer tag.
Yo, where's Bird Boss?
That was the original one. I just kind of cut off the end part, and I sort of just feel like it hits a little bit harder, just like a knock. You know, producer tags are a thing. Like, I've had many. Have I had many? I've had a few different producer tags over the years. I try to use one for like 1, 2, maybe 3 years. Then I get kind of tired of it and sort of just switch it up to something else. So yeah, let's get to the second track. I'm Ready 2025. Let's find this, man. It's just a breakfast blend from Whole Foods. Whole Foods. All right, I'm ready. All right, so the track is called I'm Ready 2025, but the project is called 2023, and I probably made it in 2022. I've been sitting on this track for so long. This is sort of a remake of the track I'm Ready by the Diplomats. It's off Diplomatic Immunity. I found that Juelz had kind of done his own alternate freestyle version, so I sort of remade the beat.
I'm ready. I've flown. Let's do it once again.
So let's just hear it for a quick second.
Me and my team, we've been working forever. We've been grinding, hurting, working together, but yeah, it's your boy, man. Fuck with me, man. Yeah.
Taking it from the top, you hear the Funk Flex bomb. I have a bunch of them throughout this project, and I just want to, it's kind of paying homage to sort of like the radio freestyle culture that doesn't really exist anymore, you know, but in the time period that I'm sort of touching upon in here, like 2003, 2004, it was very much a big thing. To K-Slay, rest in peace. Funk Flex, the finisher, Mr. C, rest in peace. So this beat is overall kind of like a remake of the original I'm Ready beat, except I have it more of like a swinging kind of boom bap style. I didn't really try to super like reinvent this track. It really is like, in the traditional sense, like a remix, an alternate version of the track, you know? All right, let's keep going.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the battleground next.
All right, so this intro that you hear from, let me start that over.
And now,
this intro that you hear is Michael Buffer introducing the Diplomats at their episode of Versus, where it was like Diplomats versus the Lox. So I just kind of chopped it up.
Juelz Santana, they are Dipset.
I can't tell you where this freestyle is from. It's just random. I mean, I went on YouTube and I just looked for nothing but Juelz freestyles for like over a year, you know.
Yo.
He kills this freestyle here too. This is another.
Like everybody out got grams on the block. It's too crowded. Cops keep jamming your spot. You niggas ain't smart. Y'all hand to hand with the rock like a point guard that always wanna dance with the rock. I strap up, hit the Peter Pan with the rock. I'm trying to cop on land, not land on the cops. Cause my game's so tight. I aim so right. Y'all got it confused, acting like you got it to lose. I take your money.
The sample, I can't think of it right now, but it's a classic kind of 90s gospel song. I want to say this sample is from Jim Jones, This Is For My Homies, which came out around that time of like the real apex of Diplomats. So the thing with this project is it's not just like random samples, although sometimes it is. It's like also taking bits and pieces. This sample was used by Jim Jones in This Is For My Homies 20 years ago, and I'm taking that sample again and using it to sort of like resurrect a Diplomats kind of sound. This is one of my absolute favorites, and I think maybe one of the first ones I even did for the project.
My dogs shake you to pieces, pull up and take, make you believers, show you niggas how gully and gangster we keep it. Shots leave the pancreas leaking, dumps travel, hit you in the places you breathing. Now look, you ain't even breathing, you getting you gone. Nobody can.
Decent job of making it a acapella from the split stems and Koala. Like, I know that there are better apps and better programs and whatnot to make stems, but I like what Koala has to offer, and it works and it's all built in. Here's the beat. I don't think I added too much like original drums, or let me not say that. With this beat, I kind of kept the drums sort of subdued. Here's the. It's like more of a textural thing.
Money, cars, house.
Let's bring this from the top. This beat, I kind of wanted it to be like textural, not so much like low end bass. I wanted to like every little sound to fit in a specific slot, and then they're all coming in and out at the same times too.
Why you always coming down here to get Stevie the cop for you? What, you think he don't get burnt? He get burnt, everybody get burnt. It's all in the game. And your son's starting to run wild. He don't need to be out here neither.
What's DeAndre doing?
What you think he doing? He's starting to creep out on them corners. Where you think he got money enough to hand you off $10?
So I'm adding a lot of different, like the vinyl hiss is coming in and out at different times. There's a crowd noise, gunshots, knocking on the table or the door or whatever. There's just a lot of little things for your ear to catch. I'm gonna take an L on the copyright, but I want y'all to hear just how I flipped this sample. Here's the original. It's just that little fragment. You don't need much. So here we're going from one of the first tracks I made for this project to the last track that I made.
Something for the world, I got something for you. I got something for Stretch, I got something for Clue. Tired of seeing cats come through, frontin' in coops. I'm on the corner looking stupid with nothing to do. This is real, ain't got time for no laughs and jokes. Got a new motto, get money and pass the smoke. It's some dudes frontin' like I ain't that kid in rap. Like they name whole weight for bigger than you beat me, people won't even listen to that. Yo, you ain't even got a camera.
All right, let's take a look at the beat. As you could just see on my main, I have an EQ. There's an EQ going on the main, taking a little bit of the low, taking a little bit of the unnecessary high. Utility, it's making the whole track mono. And here's stereo. We've got the compressor on here too. Limiter.
DJ
Just a very clean loop. Simple, but if you dig deeper, there is a little there is a cool little producer trick in here. It's this last note. I'm using the ping pong loop right here to extend that last note. Kind of just extend that little breathing part so it fits my drums. It's sort of subtle.
Frontin' like I ain't that kid in rap. Like they name whole weight for mine ain't bigger than that.
Here without the drums, you can hear a lot. This particular track, the split stems left a lot of background noise. But with that, I just try to sort of mask it and just blend it. You know, you're not going to get a perfect acapella, so I try to just bring it all together with the drums, with the sample, with the mix. Like, just try to be tasteful with it.
I'm right behind them. This time I set my mark, stretch the charts. Anybody in my way is getting stretched apart. Had it to here, I know I'm going platinum this year. If I don't sell, I'm a
again, I'm doing the double compressor. It just makes the beat a little bit fatter, brings everything a little bit more together. And for me, it's not truly done. The beat is not finished until it's got that compressor on it, you know what I mean? I love this track too, by the way. Anyway, so let's listen to the rest of this project, and I'll just give you my thoughts as we listen along. I have the YouTube video pulled up here, and let's continue. I do know I made this beat in an airplane coming back from Orlando. All right, let's take it from the top, actually. That picture is ridiculous.
I'm on the grind till the police come. With that pistol on my side, boy, don't be dumb. Or I let that semi twirl you. Now you can follow the drip, cause one shot out of the clip, but Jerry curl you. Bleed sloppy like seconds, obey me like peasants.
This loop was giving me a lot of trouble. It just would not loop cleanly. I don't know why. Nothing I did worked, whether it was just a loop on loop mode or chopping it up, but eventually I got it.
Spring water. So tell me boys, who you think you messing with? I get money out the ass, that's some expensive shit. Haven't y'all all heard? Y'all all heard? I stick to
the vocals were distorting, I think, not to blame the program or the app, but the vocals are distorting a little bit based off of the I think the split stem on this was not super clean, but
she told me use a nag, use a bug. She told me I'm a blast, I'm a stud. She told me you be beast and you be checking for the birds, so I gave her knee pads for the run. It's skull gang from the chain of the lifestyle. You surfboard dudes get wiped out totally. The beat up. Yeah, I'm sneaking past the weed up, I need it. Told you I'm speaking. This has been one hell of a year, and this has been one hell of a ride. I'm telling you guys, they thought we never survived. Jekyll and Hyde, or the great American.
With this beat, I'm definitely in my heat makers bag. just trying to make one of those Chipmunk Soul sort of joints.
You dig? Born to lose but built to win. I mean, I ain't gonna say too much. I told y'all niggas, I don't pop shit, I show shit. You see what it is?
Yeah, I don't want to know what the prompt what the prompt was for this photo here. My man in the studio chilling.
2007. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out 2007.
Let y'all know out there, this is like.
This nigga gotta be stupid. Nation running his mouth, man. Why did he do this? He don't understand it's not just the music, it's war, violence included, and I will abuse it. Shoot and pop at your movement. Don't be mad, cause we the champions and y'all are the losers. Y'all little duckers, my squad is the shooters. Y'all are the pumpers, my squad is the movers. Y'all ain't fucking with us. Keep laying them dry threats. I'll make it hard for you to digest the food that you process. Now you really fucking with God's best. I will point, I will aim and fly planes in your projects. You ain't nothing but a sidekick. Rolling, strolling, and holding.
I'm surprised. I'm very surprised that I never got clipped for that that particular sample in the background on Juelz vocals, the Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh no, I think it's champion. It's like We Are the Champions. Yeah, that sample is Queen, We Are the Champions, and it's like a leftover from the split stem. So I just kind of try to build the piano sample around it. You know what I mean?
Now you ain't never seen a G-Roll get this.
Yo, shout out Toro y Moi. This is a sample from the Sand Hills EP, which means a lot to me. That EP in particular, because I was listening to it a lot on the last summer that I lived in my apartment before I moved to the city, before I had a baby, before everything changed. I was listening to that EP a lot. So it was important for me to kind of sample it and sort of just let it be a part of this point in my life and this project. And it, just also adding Juelz on top of it all too, you know. And the Michael Buffer makes a return to the sample.
Nigga, I'm known here, known there. I get dough here, dough there. You name it, I claim it, dog is home there. Yeah, and I got a home here. Can he still Jockey Joe? And Jim, yeah, he's still a motherfucking El Capitan. Get your shit clear. I'm the prince here. My nigga Zeke just waiting to get his prince clear. And I don't know if y'all know.
This is like, I think this is one of the longest tracks on the entire tape. It's just like a straight freestyle, just straight bar after bar after bar.
And we here with the flow.
And don't ask me what freestyle, like when you say freestyle, do you mean like, don't ask? Because the definition at this point in time, I think, has kind of lost all meaning. So just use it. I just use it as a catch-all verse, like non-album track verse.
Just hang your shine up. Yo, we on a Bulls winning streak and got a Lakers lineup. We can't wait to line.
That photo is crazy. It reminds me of the movie Civil War.
You see the tanks and them spaceships line up. Yeah, I'm like none of your damn business.
This photo is insane.
Lift up your trunk when the cannons fit. Put the cannon kick, bucking the cannon quick.
This is like one of my favorite covers.
Quick, well, dip. Santana set. What he grip. Yes.
I thought it just kind of matched the vibe of the sample a lot. I know with AI, I saw like on Reddit, someone was like, you know, AI, you're gonna take jobs away. I'm gonna be honest with this project, I wasn't hiring anybody. Like, this is all gonna be done on a very, very low budget. I was gonna try to do these covers myself, so shout out to the Bing AI for coming through.
Citizens of this big American jungle where veterans fumble. The rookies grab it and go. Much faster than slow. Master, adapt to the flow. You faggot, you know. Hey, that's the same way I came and I did it. That's the same way I say that I did it. Hate to admit it, but you cowards hate to admit it. But my greatness is vivid. Chuck, listen up. It's more than music with me, so it's more than shooters and kilos coming up and down my block. They shut.
This is one of the first remixes that I did. This is like way before the project was kind of conceptualized.
One hell of a ride, I'm telling you guys. Never thought we survived the Jekyll and Hyde. Or this big American pie, weapons collide.
It's like just as it was about to fall off beat, I just cut it out. These were all, again, synced up just by ear, you know. My years as a DJ, I guess, I just kind of picked that up, just syncing things. Like I didn't need to necessarily use like a beat match. I was able to just do it by ear. And however I was off, it just gives it that swing, you know. Plus Juelz, like, damn, that pocket. This picture is insane.
Hey, yo, Santana, what is it?
Hey, yo, lately I've been going through some family matters. My mother keep telling me family matters. I got this attitude like, damn, these matters. I'm grown now. I know how to handle matters. Chrome full handle magnums. Casey run, but now I don't get a chance to grab them, dog. I'll catch you while you parallel parking. Gun in each hand, start parallel parking. Kill you and your man, put you on parallel coffins. Yeah.
So this kind of loops back around on itself, like as a project, because so the sample here from the first track, this is like kind of like inside baseball, I guess, but the sample I'm using here is the same sample that was used on the original version of track 1, the How Much freestyle. That's the Rap City Basement freestyle, iconic. So I took the sample of that original, which was, I believe, Scarface My Block. I took the sample for that and I remade.
Make your face taller. I flow the wind. I flow like wind. Eating your wisdom too. Rise growing in. I'm eating these rappers. I'm eating the rappers. No, I'm eating the each of the weekend rappers. Yeah.
It's crazy looking at the table. Like this is AI's understanding of, like, I'm sure I threw in like making a beat or sampler or something like that in the text prompt, and it's like crazy that like just that's like the interpretation that it gives back to you. The project isn't really like, the AI aspect of it isn't really like a huge, like, you know, it came in at the very, very, very end of it, as I was preparing to put it on YouTube. I needed cover work. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot, I've never told this story, but I did meet somebody that was gonna give this cover artwork has been such a saga. Like, it started with a dude I hired off of Fiverr. I sent him a pretty great prompt, a pretty great, like, yo, this is what I'm looking for. I sent him examples. Everything he sent me back just did not work. It really kind of felt like he wasn't sending me back like much of an edit. I was looking at it and I'm like, what'd you do, you know? Anyway, so I wasn't happy with that. Money, whatever, gone. Then this dude I met on Reddit, he was like, yo, I got you, my guy. You're like, okay, fine. Like, I need this, that, and the third. He tried to even give me a discount. I was like, yo, you don't gotta discount it, man. Like, just make sure it's good. Not only does this dude ghost me, he's still posting. Like, he's like ghosting and posting. Like, what are you doing? Like, so that was the second attempt with the cover work. So by the time I was ready to release this, I'm like, yo, I'm sorry. AI, I need your help. Bad.
Hey, Wayne, what up, man? What you been working on, nigga? You know, I got Currency album and I'm finally working on my album. I'm ready to brush my shirt.
I believe this is the final track. And the longest track, too.
That's that game from my
Lil Wayne is the sole person that gets like a full verse on this mixtape, I believe. The drums are like absolutely stupid loud, but I just kind of wanted, like just something real hard hitting at the end, you know. The little DJ clue drop just to like throw you off, just to bring you back with the beat switch. Yeah, this beat used to be, the entire track used to be that first beat for like 4.5 minutes, and like the last week right before I released it, I was like, I cannot hear this loop anymore. So I just like put together all these beat switches on it, and I was like, this is perfect. Boom.
Now all y'all listen, if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. I feel like a black Republican told a Mac Republican act so southern, die for my brother and money.
I didn't do the beat switch right when Wayne came in because I wanted him to float on this beat too, you know what I mean? Fly like an eagle, but no, I'm not Donovan. Boy, you better go eat some soup with your mom and them. And my mind is on another continent. I am real cash money, no counterfeits. I don't parking lot pimp, I just polish. This is 2 sample chops. 1, 2. The sun don't shine and the guns don't sleep. Wake a nigga ass up like he got somewhere to be. I feel like a black Republican. Truck money coming in. I'm a volcano filled with lava about to erupt again. I stay with the iron, don't make me plug it in. Stay out of rich kids' business, don't be butting it. I stay with a chick that's ready to unbutton it. Forget her tongue, she put a lung on it. My Listerine comes out, she start guzzling. I'm above you dudes, I'm hovering. Juelz, why you ducking them? Ducking who? I'm in the hood like what it do, comfortable. And believe me, it's nothing to send my London boys the English muffin, you know. You boys barking too much. This is just a clean little beat. Turned up like on the EQ, I turned up like the high end a little bit just to give it a little harshness, because it's like it doesn't have much midsection. So it's got like, I feel like it's got like strong bass and then like high end too. We can read up, but I don't trust dudes like a prenup. They cockroaches, they gotta be bug. I'm balling for real, you gotta D-up. Come on. I don't hear you boys, speak up. What are you guys saying? I have the chauffeur hold an umbrella over my head when it's not raining. Get it? And by the way, this is not a diss song either, people. We don't diss them, we dismiss them. Recognize a step. I don't know what Lil Wayne just said there. And there you have it. Thank you for listening. This little bit of a broken up 2-parter episode. It started kind of one format and ended in another, but thank you for listening. My name is Bird Boss. This has been an episode of maybe bird lore. I'm not really sure what category to put this under, but yeah, thank you for listening and peace.